Ooh, some feedback there just now. What's up, Trinbago Vibes peeps? Welcome to, another episode of Sunday Vibes Live, episode 69. Get your minds off the gutter, please, people. Anywho, yes, I know you see the things a little crispier now. Yes, shout out, peeps, who helped me out in getting some new toys, so to speak, some new gears, so to speak. And yeah, so going forward, expect a little more of the content being like something similar to this, or at least going forward, expect our lives to be somewhat similar to this. I was trying to do some adjustments. I had some technical difficulty. Normally, we start here around 8ish, Sunday Vibes Live, where we chat a little bit about yesterday's video drop. If this is the first time you're, tuning in, I am Rajeev. We drop videos, the main videos, every Saturday around 6. And when I'm able to, we have Sunday Vibes Live, where we sit down and we chat about, the videos, some past videos, some up-and-coming videos, and I'll try to answer any questions that I have. Good evening, R79, and yes, Happy New Year, Oh yeah, I forgot, because I did one live stream so far for the year, and that was at the beginning of the year. So, and this is the second one, and like January, almost 100. I'm surprised. Like for me, for the past few years or so, I find January used to take forever. No, for some people, they might be the same way, the feeling that January have like 300 days for the year. But for some strange reason, this year, to me at least, I don't know if it's because I was busy or, I accept my fate with respect to certain things. It felt like normal. It kind of felt like it's been speeding through. I mean, we're in the carnival season and everything. I know fetting has started, but I'm not really feeling it at the moment. That will normally get to me. The fet bug and the carnival bug normally gets to me closer to carnival. But yeah, I find January is kind of speeding through. Whoa, crew Empress. Hello, and Justin. Welcome to the vibes. I appreciate that, Justin. Justin saying that he's the biggest fan. I appreciate that so much. So yeah. So we just chatting a little bit, as you can see, the title is like officially we are in the dry season, at least according to the ODPM. That is the prepared and the I forget what the O stands for. Somebody help me out here. So for some strange reason, outage coming to mind, but it's basically the disaster and preparedness management, right? Yeah, according to them and the Met Office, they say the dry season has officially started here in Trinidad and Tobago. However, the Met Office has admitted that we should expect some abnormal rain, right? Because when I got that message, because the ODPM sent out a message stating dry season start, and Met Office 2 days, give some tips on thing. I was like, all right, cool, we in dry season, I expect blazing sun, I expect some nice drone shots and stuff. We'll come to that just now for yesterday's video. And it was just rain whole weekend. Like I had plans to do 2 videos this weekend, to record 2 videos this weekend, and rain kind of spoiled that. I did get chance to do the video I wanted to do today, and this is the video that's going to drop next week Saturday. And then I have other plans next weekend to record stuff. So how it is as work here is on weekends I will go out, I will record stuff, and then during the week after work I will edit, because I work a normal 8 to 4 job. Not really 8 o'clock per se. Start a little before that, but it is for those of you who are watching outside Trinidad and Tobago, basically the 9 to 5 scene. Yeah, it's just 8 to 4. Yeah. So Crew Empress is saying she's going to write exams on April 10th on YouTube. Well, hopefully, regardless of your exams, you would know yourself best, Crew Empress. I hope you have been studying in between and doing the work, right? Just keep pushing forward and believe in yourself and trust the work that your teachers are teaching you, and just, do your cramming right through. And hopefully, by God's grace, you'll get through with your exams on April or later this year. But yes, rain is sometimes the best time to lay down and sleep. I enjoy it. And to be honest with you all, I was actually going to record like some of the rain just to have the rain falling. I just took this shot in the thumbnail, of Canva and stuff. Whoa, Vinesh, good night, and Happy New Year. My Christmas, it was okay, It wasn't too bad. Like, I'm in savings mode, so to speak. I mean, you may not realize that because Obviously, I've been trying to do other videos and stuff. Certain videos that I have planned for the year, it would require some funding, so I'm trying to save up to do that. But generally, my Christmas, it was decent. It was nice. It was a nice vibes, a more relaxed vibes. Unfortunately, right after Christmas, we had some, loss in the family and extended friends and stuff, which was sad, but that's just how life is at the moment. Sometimes, not all the time things is be happy and joyful. Sometimes the sadness is, a part of life as well. You just have to go through the emotions and trust and have faith, and things will just get better. And it normally do. So yeah, Tyrese, big up, big up. Thank you so much, crew. Yes, the Discord I started that, but Dread, I really could not keep up with the Discord, and it just died down. Like, I started the Discord and I was having fun with it. It was something new, but it's just the timing. So I had to just it there still, but it have no activities on Discord. So I'm mainly focusing on YouTube. I'll post on Instagram, and to replace the Discord, actually more on Facebook now. I started our TrinbagoVibes Facebook group, but Dread, I haven't posted or checked that out in a while because, again, I just don't have time, and I'm doing this all by myself. So is for me is balancing, work, life, and then the social media is only so much I could do, and is yeah. Yeah, I actually was getting one of my cousins to help me out with the Discord, but I just didn't get time to get around to sit down and plan that out and everything. So yeah. Oh, Dean, good evening, good evening. And Jeremy, good night, good night. Oh, boy, Jeremy, you could have come on, heal me out. That's not a problem, but I understand. I know money though, I'm just like a regular fellow Trinbagonian just around the place. So you can always come on, hey, say hello, whatever. I've met a good bit of people all over the country every time I go in to do something, and I just want to say I'm grateful for you all for the support and everything, and I'm glad for the feedback I get in doing these videos, because I won't lie, it's be well, at least the way I used to it, is be a good bit, especially to do the research and to I just want to make, for me, the one of the best videos I could possibly make. Sometimes it may not go according to plan because sometimes I would have a certain vision, and when you go out there and record the whatever data corruption in when you come back and you check back files, it actually have a point in yesterday's video. I hope you all enjoyed that one. That was the Salt Pond Lake is one of the unique things we have in Trinidad and Tobago that at some point in your life you need to experience this dread. I was literally walking in the middle of the lake, and the only reason why I didn't go in the direct center is because I was moving with the GoPro. Yeah, I use a GoPro to record, and then I also wanted to run back out and set up the drone. And and I didn't set up the drone high because that is some restricted flying zone there. So, but it had, so I keep that at a certain level. Yeah, so whatever I capture there, I didn't want to go beyond that level. So yeah, for safety reasons and all these things, but I was still able to capture the whole entire lake, which I tell you, it was amazing. And like I mentioned in the video, the only thing is, don't drink that and don't get any eye. It burns because the salt quantity is so much. People was asking in the comments if they had any wildlife. I didn't really see any kind of wildlife there. It had birds and stuff around the place, but in the pond itself, it had no fish because I think the salt density, the salt quantity is so high, right, that I don't think much could live in the waters itself, because to swim in that alone was I mentioned in the video I have to learn how to do a doggy paddle. Oh, Hidden, big up, big up. Don't worry, Hidden, you would see me more often sometimes around the savannah. This time I actually did a longer walk, somewhere else. Terry is saying the haunted island. In the comments he also mentioned the haunted island, referring to Shakari, because that's where they had the leper colony at some point in time. Now on this trip for the Shakari salt pond, right? We was mainly focused on the salt pond. I was just tagging along with some brethren of mine. Well, Raj, you all know Raj if you have watching the channel for a while, you know. He will also be in an up and coming video because we already have plans to go and do 2 or 3 other stuff. But anyway, yeah. So it was basically his birthday line. Shout out Raj. So and it's like he's like, bro, I'm doing this. If you want to tag along, come through. And it's like, yeah, I come in. So they were just basically going to do the Salt Lake, and Shakari have a lighthouse. They have some other beaches, and they have the leper colony, as you know, Tyrese has mentioned the haunted spots, but haunted island, dead island, wherever it is. But I would cover that in some other videos, God willing, down the road. Yeah, because how we planned that trip or how that trip went is basically it took about what 30 to 40 minutes to reach Shakari at the start point, and then the boatman just dropped us off and left, and we spent about 3 to 4 hours there, and just 3 to 4 hours was enough time to just eat something, to take a dip in the sea, to explore the salt pond lake, and after that it was like time to go back home, which was like perfect. To do anything else is overkill as far as I'm concerned. So that's why it's like I will do more of the island some other time or in some other videos. The lighthouse, I would love to do that because I remember going up there with a crew of mine. Like this was probably a decade ago, and we got to go straight up to the top, and it was amazing. The views up there was amazing. So yeah, so hopefully one of these days I'll be able to do that. Now I'll come back to Jeremy. Jeremy, don't worry. Next time you see me, let's come and hear me out. If you don't want to hear me out, that's small thing too. I know how it be sometimes, because even when I go to some events and I see people who like and I'm familiar with them on social media, or at least let me say the soca artists. Sometimes I feel like kind of how to go on, the fan in me be like, oh my god, that person is there. So I understand, So, but like I say, I just normal, just next time just come up and say hello. Now, if I'm speaking too quickly, that's just how we speak here in Trinidad and Tobago. For those of you who are now tuning in, I am trying to slow down my speaking a little bit now and again, but when I get excited about a certain topic, I may switch back to my regular high-speed Trinbagonian voice. Thank God for those of you who join me on this, who would understand this. So yeah, whoa, Sean, welcome. Good night. In Tobago, I love it. I'm hoping to come down to Tobago sometime this year and do some Tobago vlogs. I haven't done a Tobago vlog in a long time, Trent. Just like I haven't done like yesterday's video drop, the salt pond, the beach video, so to speak. Like I can't remember the name of the beach down there, but it was so fun to introduce those little, the diving clips, the water clips, because like if you have been watching Trinbago Vibes from the beginning, like that's what we start off with, we start off with the doubles and the food and thing, but then we went and did some more beach videos and all these things. So yeah, and speaking of which, like I saw somebody made a comment on one of the relatively first beach videos I did, or the one that started to blow up more when I now started the channel, and that was 100 steps. And I say I have to go back and revisit 100 steps just to give an update 2024. And I was planning to do some more videos like that. One, revisits of things we would have done in the past, just to give some updates and see if, like, say, TP's videos, if the price is still the same or if they raise it, and other places, just to see, if it's still pristine or have they improved on certain things. Yeah. And also, what I'm planning to do this year, most of the videos I'm planning to do this year is going to be the iconic tourism kind of thing videos. So we'd have done Carcass earlier this year. I want to do the Pitch Lake. I want to do things like Rio Seco, Fort George, the recent La Vigi, things that you would most likely see other people do or covered. But we had the Trinbago Vibes it. Trinbago Vibesify it. Yeah. I should use that term, So yeah. Let me check out the chat. Simad is saying this, was wondering what kind of equipment I use to record the videos. Any DJI, to be honest with you, I would recommend, because I use a DJI Mini 3. That's my drone. I had a Mini 1. I crashed that a few times, but the last crash underestimate the height of a coconut tree, and when I crashed, it was one of those high ones in Carnage. And by the time I recovered the drone, one of the wings broke off. It could fix it. I was supposed to buy the part for it and fix it and everything. Because that's the registered drone I have. So if I want to go on and shoot or record some stuff in some of the no-fly zones or restricted zones, I could actually go to the police and get permission. Well, once I get permission, I'll need the certificate of registration, and it is a free thing to go and do that. Like if you purchase any drone in the country, well, I would have covered some drone topics as well on the channel, and I would have done some collabs with other drone enthusiasts here in Trinidad and Tobago as well, so you can check that out. But basically, you could get a license for it at the drone department at Civil Aviation, the airport authority. Also, for my main videos that I do on the outside, well, I use my phone if need be. This is an iPhone 13, so it could film in 1080, 30 frames per second. But my main filming equipment is a GoPro. I don't have it here right now. It's a GoPro Hero 11. So that is my main camera I use. Also, I have this new toy, the Sony ZV-E10, right? So I'll be using some of that now going forward, and it will be lives. The lives will be like this, as Terrence was asking. Can you do a next live like this? Now, Sunday Vibes live, Terrence, this is how it's be. We sit down, we chat a little bit. And I now got this camera, so I'm now working with it and seeing a few things like the shadow, right? The shadow behind me here. I have to work on, and a few things I just want to get probably more lighting and everything, and switch it up a little bit. So yeah, so that's our next thing I have with the background going forward. So I have a few small projects and thing to do, but again, sidetracked. Basically, those are the gears I use. The sound is come from the GoPro. I have a media mod for the GoPro, so also have what's the name of this? I have a wireless. I forgot the name of the wireless that I use. But most times in any other video, if you click the description, like hit more, like underneath the video, it have besides the like and the number of views and the subscribe and notifications and things. Other than that, underneath that, it would have a description in each video. And if you click on more, right, it have chapters. It will have a brief summary of the video itself. Sometimes it have a little extras. It will have links, and when you scroll down to that, right, it'll have links on how to. If you want to get in contact with me, you can get in contact with me here by this email or whatnot. You can WhatsApp me here. They have all the they have my Patreon people. They have my people who in the membership. Hey Patricia, shout out Patricia, big up. Thank you for joining the live. And it'll have I'll even include the music, whatever music I use in the videos. I would have it in the description, and at the base of that, after the music, you will have the gears. Like I've stated all the gears I use for every single video. So if you go on that, you'll be able to see exactly what I use to record stuff, so to speak. All right, and the editing tool I use DaVinci Resolve. All right, I have a MacBook Air, the 2020 model. The screen gone through, so I hook it up to a TV here, and we're just making things work with what we have at the moment. So yeah. Well, Jeremy, no, don't worry. Next time, I'm sure we'll see each other. You'll see me all over the place, all right? So no worries. And Nomala, good night. Leslie, good night. Yeah. And yes, Tyrese, I am aware there was a TikTok ban in the States, and actually, the latest thing I'm aware of, actually, I know it got banned 2 hours before midnight yesterday, right? And for those of you who probably missed out, right, in the States, the government was forcing the owners, ByteDance, of TikTok they have to sell that company to a US-based company, because ByteDance technically is a Chinese company, and what the US government is saying is that they don't trust ByteDance for selling users' data. Mind you, Facebook does it, Instagram does it, even this platform does it, right? But those are US-based platforms, so the government prefer that if we selling our data, like I mean our data is like what we watching, what is our preferences. Yes, they are recording all that. This is how YouTube and AI are able to recommend videos similar to what you would have watched previously, right? And Facebook and and how Facebook will pop up ads like based on what you have been watching before and what you would be talking about and all these things. But I'm not going too deep into these things, but I just giving you a basic rundown. So the government was saying basically because they have no control over ByteDance, it's like they had to sell it to a US based company where they could control. This is interesting. I love the states here, but still, if you want to preach freedom and democracy and then you want to instill this kind of ban, it's like that is hypocrisy to a degree. But anyway, all right. The same thing is happening down here, so it's like whatever. But as far as I'm aware, and you all could correct me about this, right? The TikTok has reinstated stuff in the US, so people could still watch TikTok videos. I think they made contact with President Trump, and that whatever discussion they had, it was good enough for them to go back online. So I believe right now TikTok is back live in the States. So that is essentially it there. Right. By the way, right, let me go back to the Salt Pond Lake. The reason why I state like I would recommend you all check out, they have so many tour groups, they have so many hiking groups here in Trinidad, and a good bit of them would have the Salt Lake, like a visiting the Salt Lake Pond, the Salt Pond, Salt Lake, going down the islands as part of a package. I would highly recommend you jump on board with that, because like I was trying to get the number for you all from the boatman, to get the number, or at least somebody who will organize these things to take people down the road, and he's like, bro, I'm too busy, right? It's like I don't want my number out there, and I respect that, So this was organized through an ex-veteran, so I have no contact or any information for any boat people or anybody to organize to go down there. Somebody was asking how much I paid to pay the boatman and everything. Now, I'm not sure what was the final price, because all I've been told, it was 200 TT per person, right? So that is what I paid to reach the island, and whatever the total cost that was paid to the boatman, and I am unaware of that. Right, so that's why I would recommend go with hiking groups, go with the tour groups. They will organize all that for you in advance. So yeah. So that is just, I wanted to cover that. The other thing is, I was kind of like, I understand you had to pay for the car park at Island Properties, the one opposite the boatyard. But what was kind of annoying was the additional fee, the $25 fee that you had to pay for, like if you had extra people who you brought. I was like, wait, why? You already pay for the car. So I just was annoyed at that. I understand that there's like a daily fee for people to enter the marina, so to speak. So I mean, I guess that is it from that perspective, but I just find that was kind of unfair. But then again, I don't own Island Properties, and that is if that is their policy. Well, yeah, what you gonna do? And like I mentioned in the video, that is where you would go to, get a boat to go down the islands. Yeah, Hidden is saying is partially back, but is not available in the iOS store. So I guess the partially back would mean that they trust whatever President Trump would have stated, and they're just waiting to see if it'll go through before it comes fully back. Because I believe they did post a statement stating that they have all the data and everything, and once things are back to normal, everything will be back normal. It won't take long for them to get back up to speed with things. Now, this is my takeaway, right? I know TikTok right now is one of the most popular apps, and I'm sure the majority of you use it. I'm not on TikTok, right? Real people have told me hey, Rajeev, you should come on TikTok or Trinbago Vibes, come on TikTok and everything. I'm good, right? In terms of, like I mentioned earlier, there's only so much social media sites I could kind of manage. I'm doing this more or less by myself, and I have a routine. So I'm sticking to that routine, and plus I honestly am one of those people, and you could bash me if you want. I'm one of those people who believe TikTok, those short form videos, were detrimental to people's ability to focus, right? Like I'm one of those people who believe that in terms of like watching so much TikTok videos would mess with your brains in terms of you're not able to focus properly, and you might find yourself like in long videos not feeling as invested or feeling bored and want to skip through things. Yeah. So, but I mean, at the end of the day, right? If you want to preach, you are a free society and you are a democracy, so to speak, and free. You shouldn't be banning these things. This is what people would whatever people want to enjoy, let them enjoy it. You know. So yeah, so that's just my take. Teresa's asking if I do a pitch lick video. I appreciate that. Well, yeah, that's why I say the videos that we plan to do this year will be educational, because at some point, because I like to throw in the bits of educations with the flair, with the bureaus and everything, and we try. That is how we Trinbago Vibesify it. Jeremy is talking about I actually did some of the ferry service and everything, and I did a ferry service kind of compared it to the airline service, the Airbus. So I probably should do a update on that one. Thanks for that idea, but we have covered it in the past already. But I could always do some updates, because when I was watching back that video the other day, I was like, I had a certain vision in my mind, and certain things didn't play off as I would have liked it to. So I would have liked it to, to be a little smoother. Etta, welcome. But too hard to get for someone like me. I hear you. Etta, if you could link up is with them hiking groups, is basically just to reach the boat yard. The boat will take you right on the beach. You just jump off the boat, and it's just to cross that little piece. And but I mean, I understand, unless it is a wheelchair issue, then yeah, that will be problematic. For those who are handicapped, yeah, those kind of sites would be difficult or challenging, I should say, to get to. So I understand if that is the case. Like, yeah, boy, hidden. That's the thing, and I mean, but the same thing could be said for like shorts and reels, right? Because sometimes I find myself like this time just going, and I just flipping, and it's like, oh, Rajeev, I have so much other things to do. So then I had to really like take control of that, because I just can't help it. Sometimes, so I understand. So it doesn't stop at TikTok. It have reels and it have shorts. So it do the same thing. Tyrese, I'm not a comedy person. I will do comedic stuff in between, and that is just your natural vibes and how it flows. But like naturally funny stuff, I will. Some things I could do, other things not so much, So that's why you have people like Certified Samson and Kyle and a few others, to do those kind of stuff. So yeah, the comedy part you'll get in my videos is my quirkiness ever so often, where I sing some random song that basically is the wrong words to the song, but it has the same tune kind of thing. Or the the excitement in the voice, or the comparison, or whatnot. So yeah, right. Let me just touch on last week's videos, because I didn't do a live. So last week we did DB doubles, the iconic. So once again, like this year, I'm going to try and focus more on the iconic stuff here in Trinidad and Tobago. I knew doing DB doubles would have been like, for some people, right, minority. Thank you all. I appreciate everybody else who confirmed and like, yeah, ooh, yeah, I forget I have this on our tripod here. Right, before I get sidetracked, so I did DB doubles, and I knew it would have people who, like all reviews, would have issues with my review. And it's like, well, alright, cool, at the end of the day, we can't please everybody. At the end of the day, taste buds are different. My taste buds might be different from yours. So if I go and I say, hey, I find to me this is tasting good, and you go on, for you it may not be tasting good, that is how it be sometimes. That doesn't mean, I'm giving false information. I tell people this up front, but like, people don't read or listen or watch the video in full. So of course, I'm just addressing this overall, generally now, because when you do so food reviews videos, I would expect that. Right? I would see people sometimes ignorant, or I would know they didn't watch the full video, especially when you give those explanations. And I just telling you all or reviewing food based on my taste buds. For the most part, those of you who would have gone and tried it or have tried it before would normally agree with me. It would have some people who will disagree here and there, and that's just how it's go, right? But you don't have to, get vexed or get mad. It's just a normal personal opinion, a Trinbagonian opinion, and that is it. Now, I get the argument people would say to be like, if the food is tasting good, why you have to review it or bash it or whatnot, right? I get that, right? Why you just could stay quiet and just move on. Dread. I would say, why not? Right? Reviews, if your food you are selling to people is subpar, mediocre, or not tasting to a certain standard, then you should use that criticism to up your game. That is my opinion. Invite me back, or let me know when you get up the game and say, hey, people pass through and they rate this food as so and so. That may not be the case all the time, I understand that, right? Different taste buds for different people. But still, like I said, for me, if it is you feel you're getting a bad review of your product, then use that to up your game. Own it and like, all right, cool. It was probably an off day, who knows? So up your game, that's all. That's the only way, right? You could really push and get new customers, so to speak, I think. Because people will buy it, will come and try it, and they'll like it. They'll tell other people, nah, that's the worst place to buy it. So, coming at me and saying, oh, like, I believe what was the comment, boy? It was, who am I to rate food? And I'll be like, well, who are you to watch me rating the food I eat? The same way, and I stated this in a reply, because I try to reply to everybody comments, regardless of if it's good stuff, bad stuff, whatever. Extreme stuff, I ain't tolerating that. I would delete it. I just tell you that no, right? And when I mean extreme stuff, anybody who is being disrespectful or being disrespectful to others, nah, brother, we don't do that here on this channel. So save all that peaconging. Like, I don't mind a good peacong, a good, is be entertainment, a good mashup, so to speak. We'll just skip him today, But anyway, I don't mind, a good little back and forth debate here and there. But from the time people get out of hand, it's like, nah. From the time names start calling and, people start to use the industrial language a little too frequently, I'll be like, nah. I'd love for that. We don't tolerate those things here. Keep it clean, keep it good. It's a vibes. It's a nice vibes. It's a positive vibes. That is how it's be. Julie, welcome. Love this whole video and urging you people to, yes. It is most unfortunate. Let me see that. Before I jump into that, I'll get sidetracked here, Julie. Yes, but I agree. We need to keep our environment clean, right? Please do your part. Take away the rubbish, whatever rubbish you move with. Don't just throw it out the window. If you're driving a car, it have garbage bins here and there, and people just lazy dread. And it have certain spots that will go remote spots and all, and it's like, dread, why people would leave their rubbish here, boy? It's like they don't want other people to come and enjoy these things that we have here in Trinidad and Tobago. But anyway, I'm going back to the debatables, right? So that is just one of the critiques, and I just wanted to rant a little bit, so to speak, on that, right? And also, people was telling me I miss Krishna's. Krishna's is next to Hassan Ali's, the green shed. Now, I honestly thought they were closed, right? Because like all the other sheds facing the road, but they facing like a little walking side thing there, right? And it's only when I leaving I realized, wait, they was open, but by then I was already filled, right? That was real fried for stuff I ate, and I'm gonna be honest with you all, I didn't eat out all, right? It reached a point where I could just take a bite to taste and move on, because essentially I was doing that. I was just biting, tasting, move on to the next one, bite, taste, move on to the next one, bite, taste, move on to the next one. That was how I was able to try all of them this rounds, because it was one after the next, right? I can't eat all one time, one after the next. Eventually, I did eat out them over the rest of the day, right? And that was still a lot. And after that, I was like, nah, I had to take a break from the fried food stuff. And that's why you don't see me eating doubles every single video, right? and whatnot. Or roti or any food video, because it's like, you could do eat so much, at least for me, right? I could only eat so much and take in so much, and I just need a little break from it ever so often. So yeah. Oh, Lily, good night, good night. Yes, Jeremy, agree to disagree, but don't be disrespectful. It's simple, right? But we are living in a world, and you've seen it, that people are black and white, and they are removing the in between, right? The agree to disagree part. Like, people, we are moving like hardcore, stalwart sports fan. It's either you're for this team or you're for this team, and there's no way we meet in the middle. If you're supporting this team, you're 100% behind this team. If you're supporting this team, you're 100% behind this team, and everybody else. And it's like people kind of see eye to eye, and that's a recipe for disaster. We have to be able to have our own opinions and also listen and respect other people's opinions. If the other people's opinion is mess or stupidness, well then, I just say how it is. You can have a sensible debate, but in order to have a sensible debate, people have to be open-minded. Like, I will try to be open-minded to like other people's opinions on things, and sometimes you are able to convert them to your view, the way you view things. Sometimes they are able to convert you on how to view things, right? Because that's the nice thing about chatting with people, with interacting with people. Sometimes they show you a different point of view, which is always be refreshing. So that is how the world supposed to be and should be. That is one of the ways we should live in this unity. Like, if you really want to have true unity, that doesn't mean I could understand why you support team A, but you have to also respect and understand why I support team B, so to speak, right? And I'm using those terms as a general concept. So yeah. Oh, Nigel, good night. I appreciate that so much. Arima is always be a vibes. I had to come back Arima and do doubles hopping in Arima, actually, because I remember when I was doing Arima, or like the walkthrough in Arima, I was like, wait boy, every corner in Arima have a double spot, and I see you all again, kind of like a new highway now. Yeah, and it was fun to do Parang in Arima as well late last year. Yeah. Tuna Puna Market. Whoa, Trini style with Dinesh in the house. Hey, I have to try your all pepper sauce Trini style with Dinesh. By the way, big up Trini style with Dinesh. If you all want to check out how food, like local food, is cooked and everything, and a nice family vibes, check that, or check out his channel. Right, it's always be a nice vibes, and this nice thing about them is be nice that the people that you see on YouTube, but when you meet them in person, is be like a real friendly vibes, a real normal vibes, So big up them. Oh, Barry, I was wondering, Barry normally be the first person to, pop in the earlies, but yeah. Don't worry, Barry. We welcome you and everything. And yeah, Jeremy, I tell you, and it'd be worse in politics. And to be honest with you all, I think, because at the end of the day, right, jump high, jump low, we are influenced by what happens in the states. And with this past election in the states, it's either you're red or you're blue, and it's hard to find people who could meet down the middle, right? That is, like I said, that's a recipe for disaster. So, and just now, this election year as well, we'll have people who's red and yellow. I ain't going to talk much about that. And like, I see our prime minister is retiring soon, and people were asking for young bloods in the scene, but they were still not expecting, or some people were probably expecting that young. But yeah, if you know, you know. But anyway, right? We have elections coming up, so we have an important choice to make. Like I mentioned sometime in the last one, regardless of who you support, please go out and do your democratic right and vote. Right? I mean, even if you're finding how no other candidates there that would support you. I know that'd be a tough one, and you just have to just see how things go. And I'm hoping in the next elections we, employ people, and I use the word employer because we vote people in who will kind of elevate the country a little bit. Because Trinidad and Tobago, we have so much things here we could do, so much things we could offer. At the same time, as Jeremy was saying, in politics is becoming that black and white scene, right? It have positive things our government has done. It had negative things the government would appear to do, and the same thing could be said for the opposition, so to speak. So it's had a give and take, and you have to find out ways to meet down the middle. So yeah, and that is that. Like I said, wait, did I mention? Yeah, I was going to talk about Krishna doubles again because I have a list of certain points I would like to touch on. Jeremy is asking who's my favorite YouTuber internationally and locally. Boy, locally it is a hard one, right? I have a few who I watch whenever I get a chance to watch, but it's a lot, and I can't watch all of them. Like I enjoy Bushman videos, I enjoy Lyndon videos, Baptiste, Point Boy 12, right? Trini style with Dinesh when I get chance. Trini out and about Shine Stories. It have Southwest Adventures, that is down Ikaka side. It have Trini Nature Boys. I haven't seen much on them for a while, but yeah, that is in Matura. It have a few others. It's just whenever I get chance, I try and take in as much local people as I could, because it's be interesting just to see the different aspect, the different perspective. Like we could be covering the same thing, but always have a different perspective. And yeah, and internationally, well, I mean, I'm a fan of Ryan Trehan. I watch his videos. I also take in Mr. Beast, like him or hate him. I know it have a lot of controversies here and there. I find Penguin Z0 is be entertaining. I watch some music videos like Frank Tedesco and this violin dude. I forgot his name. It depends. So and if I want to watch some feel good moments, I might watch That Is Epic and stuff. So those are some local and international YouTubers that I do watch. Now and again, I would watch certain food videos as well. Like I will, Eat a Food is the next one I watch. Foodie Nation as well is also one I'll take in. So big up them, and yeah, and well, Certified Samson, Kyle, Devon X Scott, all those I'll take in whenever I get chance to. So yeah, so those are people who I would watch in between. So yeah. Oh, Monica, good night. And Tyrese is asking if I ever went to the World Trade Center, and this is in New York. Yes, I have been there. I've passed through. I didn't pass through. I haven't been to the new structure that is up Terrace, but I have been there. I have visited there when I was younger. Trini Silent Dinesh is saying he's watched all my videos. I appreciate that so much, but I try, bro, to watch as much videos as I possibly can from you all. But it's be the hour-long videos. I'd be like, you will drop an hour-long video. Bushman is drop an hour-long video. Lyndon will drop a half-an-hour videos. If you realize, my videos is be between 10 to 20 minutes. So that's like it'll be easier, hopefully, to watch. Anytime longer than that I find is real information. It's be real packed. But I appreciate that, though. I appreciate that so much. Right. We're coming down to the end of the Sunday Vibes Live. Tomorrow is a work week, so normally I try to lock off around 9. So, yeah, and we have just a few more minutes. I might go a little bit online because I started a little late this rounds. We'll normally start around 8. And the only reason I started kind of late was because I was playing around with my new toy here a little bit and, having fun with this. So yeah, so yeah, Tyrese, Tyrese, everybody could sing. How well? That is the question, right? I bleh. My voice might bring rain and thing. So yeah. But yeah, feel good content, right? And Trehan, um, you can't go wrong with watching his videos, right? So some spoilers for next week's video. Next week videos, I'm doing actually Carnival 101. I wanted to do this a while back, right? I didn't get a chance to do it last year. I didn't have enough clips and everything. So this video up and coming Saturday will be Carnival 101. I didn't finish record that yet, so sometimes after work I might have to run and finish up that. But look out for that one. That video will basically touching on every aspect of the carnival, of our carnival, right? And yeah, that's just a more educational one. So and then after that, I'm not sure if I might do the Fort George or what. I have a next food video coming up with Raj, so we'll be doing that as well. And essentially, that's what I have planned for. Oh, yes, and I have scripted and done some research, and it's like I found another set of laws we have in the country that I could do a second weird laws in Trinidad and Tobago video, volume 2. Once again, for I am no lawyer, right? So this is just what I would come across doing a little research, doing some reading. No, these summary offense act thread, it has some real good stuff and real detailed stuff in that act, right? It part of the laws, but it also have some interesting stuff in that act as well. So not everything would be there, but and it will have one or two topics that I may touch on that is not necessarily weird, but I think everybody should know about it. So yeah, so expect another video like that up and coming. All right, like I said, I sit down and I script that already, so it's just to figure out ways to record it. And so that's how we do some videos sometimes. So yeah, Dryer, you've seen it already. Like I said, I got a new toy, and so it's like you can see the quality already. Shout out you all. Sometimes doing these things is be real fun, is be real entertaining, and I'm just happy I'm able to share it with you all and you all enjoy it. That is the main thing. So I think with that one, I'm wrapping up. Right, we in Fed season. If anybody have comps, send them. And I don't want to send it my way. I wouldn't mind. I like to cover some more carnival Fed something. Shout out experience. Fed, I was able to cover them 2 years in a row. Right, they provided me with access and everything last year, which was amazing. And the Fed is up and coming this Saturday. So shout out them. I don't think I'm able to attend this year. I'm sure they would have accommodated me if I wanted to. But yeah. But anyway, folks, that's about it to me. Barry, I want to link up with Bushman and actually spend 24 hours on Farallon Rock. Right? For those of you who don't know, Farallon Rock is that piece of island out by San Fernando Wharf there. Yeah. I have an idea a while now. I was sitting on that idea a while now. But it's just the timing and to organize and execute it. So that's what I really want to do with Bushman, so to speak. Because I have to go on Bushman. For the longest while, I say I have to go and check Bushman and do a video with him, on his channel and everything. Oh, Angeline, good night. You just jump in when we are about to wrap it up here on the Sunday Vibes Live. And yeah, I think that's about it. It is 9. We thank you for joining me. I'm not going to say we are wrapping up here. So thank you for joining the Sunday Vibes Live. These are some updates. The next video is going to be a Carnival 101 video. And yeah. And then after that, well, I'm not sure yet. We'll see how it goes. Look out for the budget video that is coming as well. A market budget video. I've been talking about this a while now. It's just the timing to get it done. And yeah, because that requires a whole week to do, basically. Yeah. Because, no, that's how we do it. That's how we actually do it. People would like to say it's fake and stuff. That's them. I ain't arguing with people with that. But just know when we're doing challenges, budget challenges, we use 2 budget challenges, right? Any limitations, any additional stuff, we make it transparent anyhow. Right. So, folks, hope you all have a great week, have a safe week, have a productive week. Be safe out there. I know they have a virus going around, like Jeremy mentioned. So take your vitamins. Enjoy the citrus if you can. Let's go over season apparently. So there's have a lot of antioxidants in it and some good vitamins as well. So you all have a good night, sweet dreams when you get there, and I'll see you all in the next one. I'll go on later. Be safer, and yeah, hopefully we'll be able to chat here. Blessings, Monica, and blessings to everybody on this chat. Later, Trini Style with Dinesh. Oh, by the way, we have to do something this year. We'll have to do something this year, Trini Style with Dinesh. We'll not have to, we'll definitely do something this year. Alright.